Watching last week's F1 race, bored by the lack of passing, my attention turned to the commercials and a promo for Speed TV's Fast Track to Fame show. Host Mike Waltrip explains this NASCAR Meets American Idol spin-off, Spin-Out.
Opening night for our talent show that's built around NASCAR Nation. They've spent a lot of money on the lighting and the set, and the music sounds incredible.
Yeah, just not on the talent, the concept, or the judges. Who was that drooling cougar? If you thought the F1 race was unwatchable, tune in. Now I know I'm an East Coast snob, but I felt like I was looking at stuff like this. And yes, that's Matt Farah. Fresh from his recent NASCAR drinking tire video, he's found his true fans. They'd love him as an act or a guest judge. But this is perfect evidence that NASCAR has lost its way. I dare any of you to explain to me how this show does any good for their sport. After the Shakedown intro, I'll be back with a serious comment about the F1 race and a look at the ALMS and Sebring 12-hour. Hey JF, maybe we should have a talent show.
Royal Purple is the performance oil that outperforms. More power and torque, reduced wear, better economy, longer oil life. It's so good that 25 out of 28 of America's top high-performance engine builders relied on it at this year's Engine Masters Challenge. Why? Royal Purple delivers real-world performance. Royal Purple, the performance oil that outperforms.
If Vettel's spark plug didn't fail, we'd have seen a great battle for the win. And the snarking about Bahrain might not exist. Why the cars couldn't pass had a lot to do with the track. Bridgestone will tweak the tire compounds, and that'll force more pit stops. The teams will get smarter, the cars will evolve. There's no need to change the rules after only one race. David Coulthard is right. Quote, before saying how great it was that both Lotus cars finished, should we not expect an F1 car to be able to complete a race? I agree. Lotus was only last and third to last. So Sauber has BMW and Ferrari on their car, but did anyone else notice VW sponsoring the Toro Rosso Ferrari? Are they checking things out before the big push? Finally for F1, if the next GP race is boring, here's the answer. Just buy yourself one of these and make your own action. Okay, on to sports car racing. Sebring testing has been all this week. Qualifying today, race on Saturday. But is the big news really still the car that's not racing? The Audi R15 Plus arrived in America to do its 4-day test after Sebring. Low CD aerodynamics show us a cleaner side, no air channeling into the back, and a drag-free nose apparently designed for ramming, inspired by the old Death Race 2000 movie cars. I can't wait to see it painted, but this thing needs a nickname. Manta? Bavarian Bull? Succubus? Better suggestions, please, in the comments. But we should be talking about the 36 cars that will race. In 5 classes, unlike the rest of the ALMS season, P1 and P2 will not be combined, as Sebring is an international gig. In P1, the 2 Peugeots will race 2 Lola Coupes, one Aston Martin powered, the other by Judd, and it'll be the classic speed versus endurance battle. In P2, ALMS champion Patron Highcroft, now without Acura branding, but still with the engine, will fight the butanol biofueled Mazda. IB offers more energy versus other bios. Now Mazda just needs an engine that can finish races versus create skywriting smoke. The new LMPC Spec class has 6 entries, all Corvette powered, but not ID'd that way. GTC is the gentleman racer class for Porsche cars, and I know I just insulted some team or driver with that definition. GT2 is the real race, with 11 cars and 6 brands, and it will be that way all during the ALMS year. Corvette owns GT Racing at Sebring with many wins, but not GT2. This is their first Sebring in this class. Ferrari may be with the old F430, but they have new tweaks including wider wheels and tires, and they've been setting the testing pace. BMW is year 2 ready. Porsche is always there. Jaguar and Ford GT are in the show, but bring not much more for now. So it's all on Corvette. Since 1956, Vet has been part of Sebring lore. Landmark moments like Zora testing the SS Mule and Penske taking his Grand Sport past the Ferrari prototypes to an early 1964 race P1. Check out badboyvets.com and on YouTube for some facts, stories, the videos, vet fan cars, Jake the team mascot attitude, and more. As of Wednesday when we shoot, test times for the 5 classes break out as such. The P1 Peugeots are turning 146s. P2s are at 148. The LMPC spec car is at 157. GT2's turning 201, GTC at 207. So traffic's going to be a big factor. And ALMS, I get it, you're green. But does every car have to be painted that color with leaves and vines and foliage graphics? I mean, I'm going to need a weed whacker just to get through the paddock. Back to Corvette. Open admission, I've had a business relationship with GM and Corvette Racing, and we still talk. So the love, hate, fun, frustration, which probably went both ways, has not tarnished my respect for the program. But last time CR debuted a new car at Sebring, it didn't do well. The GT2 C6R, however, has last year under its belt. The only piece not race tested is the new 5.5-liter motor. No longer K-Tech sourced, it's now built in-house by GM. It needs to live for a number of reasons. So good luck, Corvette. On Bad Boy Vet's website, there's a guided lap of Sebring with Oliver Gavin. Here's an excerpt of his comments about turn 10, and so much for only looking at the apex.
More and more bumps through the gears at 4th, and then grab big just as these bumps are, and then over to the left-hand side, grabbing sinking just about now, and then into turn 10, very famous turn 10 here. Usually there's a few bare-chested ladies, lots of drinking, great place to watch the race. Through in turn 11, hard on the power.